Hello everybody, Gamer Penny here, bringing you another episode of our Final Fantasy XIV Online Let's Play, and we are back with Vesper, and today we're going to continue on the main story quest. So let's talk to Estinian here. I send you to recruit Graha, and you return with an entire survey party. I hope Matsia's boat is sturdy enough to carry us all. What he means is, we are grateful for the use of one of your precious fishing vessels. We are more than glad for the chance to provide it. I ask only that you take care to steer clear of the reefs and the shallows there. Aye, we will keep an eye out. Alright, Stola. Alzadaal III. I confess, I am somewhat embarrassed that the tale of his journey to another world escaped my notice. Could it be more than simple folklore? And what of the treasure he supposedly brought back? The undersea vault may hold relics from another reflection. My friends, we should temper our expectations. The map doth promise ruins, but beyond that we know not what we will find. Not until we find it, eh? So let us dispense with the conjecture and set sail for the vault. Alzadaal's legacy now accessible. I didn't realize this was a duty. Okay. We will go ahead and sign up for the duty, and I will be right back with you guys. Alright, everybody, we are back with our party. That took quite a long while. I'm guessing Mondays at 11 o'clock are not a great time. But here we are. I could have just gone in with the NPCs, I suppose, but I don't remember this dungeon at all. Alzadaal's legacy. Yeah, ask me who the bosses are, I wouldn't be able to tell you. Alright, here we go. How do I black mage? Quick, help me. That's right, and then we do this. This, little of that. I always forget the AoE rotation when I come into these dungeons for some reason. Alright. Music's nice. Hopping here? Alright. Oops. it's this boss. Okay, I am familiar with this dungeon. And I do not like this boss one bit. Uh-oh. Oh, the healer's dead. Alright, I was focusing very hard on that, so... On that, greed on that. I don't blame that healer for dying at all. That was, not a boss that I appreciate very much. Alright, we gotta wait for the healer to come. There it goes. Thank God we had a paladin. I think the paladin did some healing in there. Okay, get this going. I think I gotta kill those because they keep spawning in other enemies. I'll get the treasure. Where's all the casting gear? I actually need it. Like, took that one down really fast. Ow! Okay. Now it's this boss. Do I remember what this boss does? I don't think so. We just want to be outside of those shields. There's something to do with the other ones and on the side, but don't ask me what it is. Ow. Reset here. I'm getting all confused. There we go. Alright, not bad, not bad. Is there casting gear in here? Of course a necklace, but I don't think I need the neck piece. Yeah. Dang it. Go. And all the healing gear is dropping. That's one of those. What the heck? Mimics! Oh no! Okay. Here we go. My toe was at. I think my toe was in that AoE. There we go. Uh-oh. Oh, this guy. I like this boss. Okay. The dungeon has redeemed itself. This boss is cool. Alright, here we go. Oh, shoot. I let the knocking fall off. I forgot what I was doing for a second. The thing about Black Mage is you gotta be concentrating, you know? And since you did the yellow one, you gotta go to the opposite one. So we went to the green. Got me. There we go. is done. Good job, everybody. I like his outfit there, that helmet with that gear. Code of casting! Need! Thank you all. Alright, let's get out of here. I got a commendation! Yay!
What have we here?
'Tis not unlike a Hunnish alchemical furnace in design.
Well, there is one way we might find out.
Stop! You mustn't touch it.
Arshan.
Vritra! Oh, my apologies. Should I continue calling you Varshan?
You may address me as you wish. My nature is no longer a secret. Still, this is not a setting I imagined for our reunion. Surely you've not entered these ruins as common looters.
Would that we could deny your accusations, but I fear you're not far from the truth.
Great Vritra, might we beseech thee to explain the nature of this strange contrivance?
It was crafted by our alchemists at my behest, for the purpose of sealing something away.
Sealing away what exactly? Wait, I gotta do this one. I wasn't gonna touch it, but you know Y'shtola. I gotta do it.
You and I will speak later.
Oh, so good.
Not the time for frivolity, my friend. Not the time.
Yeah, come on, Graha. Have a sense of humor.
This something of which thou speakest, might it be some manner of threat?
Perhaps I should simply show you.
Got here.
I have lifted the seal, if only for the moment, by an authority only I possess.
A planar fissure?
No, my friend. Small though it may be, this is a functioning gate into the void.
Mitra has been added into the Unending Codex. Alright, Graha. What does Y'shtola have to say? Came here in search of something that might further my research. I did not anticipate a fully functioning void gate. I thought she was gonna yell at us. Void gates and fissures are much the same thing in practice in the sense that both allow passage between the Source and the 13th. The difference in terminology refers to the circumstances of their creation. A fissure is an incidental tear in the fabric between worlds, whereas a void gate is a product of deliberate action. I suspect this is the latter, judging by the elaborate mechanism put in place to control it. To think that our search for material riches would lead to this priceless discovery. That swirling emptiness, it puts me in mind of old friends, not to mention old foes. Right, Y'shtola.
I must admit, I am deathly curious to know how a void gate came to be hidden in the depths of these ruins.
To tell that tale, we must first peer far to the south, and even further into memory. An age 5 millennia passed when the Algan Empire sent an invading force to the shores of Meracidia. The southern people rallied around the commanding figures of Bahamut and Tiamat and fought fiercely to repel the would-be conquerors. With Bahamut's defeat, however, the tide turned against them. Desperate to seize any advantage, the Mercidians resorted to summoning primal entities. In response, Emperor Zande forged a covenant with the Cloud of Darkness, sovereign among the all-devouring denizens of the Void. Thus bolstered by icons on one side and Void Scent on the other, the two armies clashed in a battle of unspeakable carnage. So much death, so much loss.
I consider myself well versed in that period of history, yet you speak as one who witnessed it happen.
Indeed, I did. I heard Tiamat's roar of defiance and sped toward that war-torn land. Along with my sibling, Azdaia.
Azdaia.
We dragons are not male or female as men are wont to classify, but elder sister is the closest a mortal tongue can come to describing what she meant to me. I was the last of our brood to hatch, and Azdaia cared for me where my sire could not. Thus I was with her when Tiamat roared. I was with her when she journeyed south, and I was with her when she fought against the Void-sent hordes. Yet no matter how many of their vile fiends we cast down, more rose from the abyss to take their place. Faced with an unwinnable war of attrition, Azdaia risked her all on a final gamble. She plunged through the Void Gate itself to strike at the root of their strength. I tried to follow in her wake, determined to lend what aid I could. But even as I came upon Alag's glittering tower, I saw the rift close behind her.
But she went through the rift and he couldn't follow.
And Azdaia has been lost to us ever since.
I find I must retract my earlier claim of historical knowledge. Nowhere in the Crystal Tower's archives did I see mention of such noble sacrifice.
That does not surprise me. To Allagan eyes, it must have seemed as if a lone dragon, driven to madness, simply dove through the gate and did not return. For my part, I spent long years searching for the means to reunite with Azdaia. Until I could search no more. Until Alag was dust, and the art to open a void gate large enough to accommodate a dragon forever lost.
Yet you have the beginnings of a gate right here, under the control of a harnessed device.
My discovery came before Alzadaal was founded. Though I scoured the lands for a method to cross the rift, it was beneath the sea that I chanced to find a natural planar fissure. It was, however, far too narrow to admit a worm's bulk. Only after our city rose upon the rock, and I could enlist the aid of our talented alchemists, did matters take a favorable turn. Their dedication was beyond reproach. Tirelessly they worked to expand the fissure, and after decades of toil, it finally grew to a size that a child might pass through.
Is that why his form is child?
Not long ago, you told us that you called out to your kin, that Ashdai's answer was silence. I suspect the conclusion to your tale is not a joyful one.
With hope in my heart, I used a simulacrum to cross the threshold. But no, I did not find her. What I found was a host of void scent, clamoring around the opening they had sensed. 'Twas but a moment, but enough. I had no choice but to retreat and allow the portal to contract once more.
The gate was a threat to your people. You had to decide between endangering Alzadaal and abandoning your sister. You chose the latter.
'Twas not that thy sibling scorned thy call. 'Twas that she was trapped beyond a barrier through which neither roar nor dragon may pass. Even now, in the desolate world of the 13th.
I can scarce imagine your pain, yet it was wise not to linger in that place. Too long a sojourn, and even a being of your power risks being warped into a creature of the void. You've seen this phenomenon before, when we stepped into the darkness.
I remember when Nero turned purple.
Turned purple? Well, yes. His wounds had allowed the void's corruption to enter his body and twist his ether. Had it been allowed to progress much longer, I presume he would have been fully transformed.
Then there is little hope for Ashdai.
Ah, no. I hadn't meant to. I speak only of possibilities. The scales of the first brood are extraordinarily resistant to ethereal fluctuations. They are the protective talisman's core components after all, and even the corruption I described would struggle to overcome. Of course. With the warding scale in one's possession, one could conceivably survive a stay in the 13th without being warped by its energies.
Be that as it may, it is too late to rescue my sister. 5,000 years too late. And now countless others look to me for guidance and protection.
Estinian's like, how can we
So
help?
when I sensed intruders in the ruins, I came only to ensure that the gate remained closed. That, and to secure the treasure, of course. I wish only to forget the rest.
Istola's determined. She wants to get back to, what's his name? Runar? First brood. Aether. So they managed not only to expand the fissure, but also manipulate it as one might a gate. Astonishing. Is there any chance I could learn more of how this feat was accomplished? I will tell you what I can. First, however, I must return to the High Crucible and arrange to replace the Guardians you so handily destroyed. It will not do to leave the gate undefended. My apologies. We were perhaps a touch zealous in our rush to uncover the vault's secrets. If the constructs can be repaired, we would be happy to offer our assistance. That will not be necessary. Much as I retain spare vessels for myself, we keep duplicate Guardians on hand for such eventualities. In any case, we should return to Radzat Han. Alright. Speak to Varshan at the High Crucible of Alchemia. Dun 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 dun. Place to train. What is this? Hell, adventure, I had sincerely hoped you might return to this fair city of ours someday. After all, it's thanks to you the Scions and I am standing before you now. And as a token of my gratitude, I wish to share something useful with you. Although I shan't be the one doing the sharing. Seek out my sharp-eyed comrade at Palaka's stand for further details, adventurer. Godspeed. Don't know what that is. Alright, Varshan. I promise we will discuss the Void Gate further, but first I must attend to the matter of the Vault's Sentinels. As your instruments have no doubt informed you, the Kapikulu has been reduced to so much scrap. Please bring a new one out of storage and see that it is conveyed to its post along with some few lesser constructs. Was it tomb robbers? Fiends born of the Tower of Zot? By the sisters, do not tell me a blasphemy yet roams free. It was us? We all look so guilty. Why such guilty faces? Surely it isn't you who are responsible for this. Oh. Ahem, well, the details aren't important. I shall see it done immediately. And with that, the vault will soon be secure once more. Now I believe you had questions? Quite a few, in fact, but I'd like to begin with the gate itself. Is it still functional, yes? Indeed, which is why I saw it sealed with an alchemically forged lock and warded with my magics. Such power must not fall into the wrong hands. In truth, the primary reason for the vault's construction was to keep the gate hidden from the outside world. So much effort for such a little door. That little door you speak of leads to an abyss teeming with unspeakable horrors. That said, in its current state, it would emit only the lowliest of void scent, and from this side, no man would be able to pass through. No man. I should think Alphino would fit, given a firm enough push. Gosh. Physical size is only one consideration. The true restriction hinges upon the etheric density of the soul in transit. And yet, you succeeded in expanding this diminutive portal and sending your simulacrum to the 13th. Thanks to my brilliant alchemist, I should have destroyed the anomaly when I found it, but instead I bade them devise a means to control it. After my experimentation, they accomplished the impossible. A method was conceived by which my magics could manipulate the fissure and transform it into a serviceable gate. But the process has long since been forgotten. Once I have given up searching for Ashdaya, there was no need to preserve such esoteric and dangerous knowledge. Thus has the gate lain dormant, for years uncounted. Our own passage to the 13th was made relatively simple thanks to the Crystal Tower. An ancient mechanism channeled the tower's vast stores of energy to open a void gate, one bound to a covenant made with the Cloud of Darkness. Once that sovereign entity was beaten back, however, the covenant was broken and the doorway severed from its connection to the void. Theoretically, it should be possible to reconnect the gate by forging a new pact with another Voidsent, but such deals usually end in betrayal and death. In any case, we should attempt to gain an understanding of the Bounty Gate. Mayhap you could resume your search for your sister. As I have already explained, I put those futile hopes to rest centuries ago. My place and my duty is here now. I had meant to ask, what prompted you to search for the vault in the first place? It was Augustinian's idea. As I recall, 'twas you who was chasing tales of underseen ruins. Well, as you have seen, the fabulous wealth from the stories is quite real, if not its rumored origin. But I'm afraid I must assert a prior claim. I've been adding to that trove for years, little by little, but the time has come to spend it, and that I might alleviate my people's suffering. Then we are of one mind. We had no intention of taking it for ourselves. Isn't that right, my friend? Your Excellency, would you object if I were to conduct a closer examination of the gate? I will make no attempt to open it, of course. I owe you and yours a debt that can never be repaid. Whatever boon you ask of me, you shall have it. You are most gracious. I shall take full advantage of your permission. Would that I could join thee in thy study, but the Loperates will be anxious to receive my report. I beg my leave of you. And I must be off to Charlian as well. Mistress Cryle was eager to speak with you about that request, so please come back to the Annex as soon as you are able. Farewell for now. We can discuss my findings once I return. You'll not be rid of me so easily. Just me and Astinian again. Mists of the Realm? Speak with a fresh-faced student at the Baldessian Annex to accept the first quest. Oh. Alright. Well, we're gonna do that, but we're gonna do that in the next episode. So, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up here. Guys, I want to thank you so much for all of your support on this series. This episode was fun. I liked that dungeon. Not the first boss, but the rest of the bosses was cool. So guys, I want to thank you so much for all of your support on this series. If you do want to see more of the Final Fantasy XIV online Let's Play, make sure to leave a like or subscribe to the channel. Otherwise, I will see you guys next time. Alright, bye-bye everyone.